percentage, 0 to 3 months, please.
Here, I'll try.
There will just be one entry, Judge.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Well, good afternoon, and excited to be in Dearborn County today and get to go through your guys' goat show, and then later on this evening go through your guys' sheep show as well. First class here, just a single entry young lady brings a nice project there, though obviously one that is on the younger side of the spectrum there, but should be a quality project in the months to come. Congratulations on her on a nice single entry.
We're now ready for class number 2, Bordeaux, 3 to 6 months, please.
Well, second class of those here, and the young lady to my left is going to be your class winner in this particular set of them. Just in terms of just balance and look there, extra opened up at the ground, like that one. Just in terms of her side profile, to me that one just reads the best. Just in terms of just body and balance, and I guess just the way that she's tied together there. Young lady in the pink shirt there will be second, and for me, probably thought that there was just a little bit more look in that one than those that remain. That one to me was just the next neatest in terms of her front end and how she's designed up front there. Neat in terms of her shoulder blade and head and neck, and just kind of her angularity up front there. Like some things about that one there to go ahead and go out next. Young lady's black doe there. I thought that one had some quality about her as well. For me, that one again probably was just one of the next best looking ones, just in terms of her side profile and silhouette there. Extra rugged there, just in terms of her foot and bone. I appreciate some things about her in comparison to those that remain. Young lady's solid colored one there that comes out next. Again, thought that one was one that surfaced with some quality there as well. Again, of those that remain, just pretty neat, just in terms of how she's designed and built up front. I guess in comparison to the ones that precede her, she maybe just was just not quite as just level in terms of her hip there when we step off and study her in motion. But again, a nice one there in her own regard. The young lady's paint that'll come out next. Thought that one, again, for me, probably as we study him, just in terms of just elevation, height to shoulder, and just some angularity there from the side. Maybe one that just wanted to start running downhill on us ever so slightly. But again, a nice, stout, rugged-made project there to go out next. And then the three that we'll close off on here, young ladies in the blue. I thought that one, for me, was of the class, one of the ones that just maybe just needed to open up in terms of the center portion of her body just a shade more, but loved her in terms of her extension. Young ladies that comes out next. I thought that one had some quality about her there as well. Just need to make her a bit better off each end of her skeleton in motion. And then our young ladies that we'll round off on. Again, probably thought that for me she was just the plainest and most general in terms of her build there. Again, a nice class of them. My compliments to all those kids.
We're now ready for class number 3, Boer does 6 to 12 months, please. Just a reminder to all members, please keep your first and second place animals from each class ring size for the champion drive, please.
Well, again, another nice class of them here, and the young man in the plaid shirt here directly in front of me will be your class winner in this particular group of them. And for me, probably just thought that one is just the neatest one, I guess, just in terms of skin and hair and presentation there and look from the side. Thought that one moving around ringside was probably just the most flexible off either end of her skeleton there as she went out and got around the ring in motion. Appreciated some things about her just in terms of symmetry and build there from the side. Young ladies right behind him will be second in this particular class. Probably just for me, when we step off and analyze them there, love her in terms of her underline balance and where that one just ties in up front. Wish that she was maybe just a shot taller about the point of her shoulder there, but that's a big hipped, robust critter, to go ahead and go out in second. Like some things about that one there as well. Young man in the cowboy hat here will be coming out next. Thought that one, in comparison to our class winner in second place, was maybe just a bit rounder off each end of her skeleton there. Thought that one, though, was, again, really neat just in terms of rib cage and touch there on the top side of that one's skeleton. Like some things about that one there going forward. Just got to make her come and go with this a little bit more flex and ease. Young lady coming out next with the paint there. Thought that one, again, had some quality. Again, for me, maybe just not quite as flexible there off either end of her skeleton. When we set her out in motion, that one's probably just the roundest of the top four in terms of her hip structure there. But again, like some things about her just in terms of some extra stoutness and boldness. Young man's is coming out next. Of those that remain, that one to me was the next best just in terms of chest floor and elevation there at the lower portion of her skeleton. Like a lot of things about that one in that regard. For me, that one's one of the lighter muscled ones that we had in that top 4 or 5 of them there. Just wish she was a notch stouter to go ahead and move up any higher. And then a pair of them that we round off on that maybe just, again, just don't come and go quite as well off either end of their skeleton there. Just wish that we could make them a shot more comfortable in terms of their travel. Again, a nice class of them. My compliments to all those kids.
We are now ready for class number 4, be Boer does 12 to 24 months of age, please. Just a reminder to all exhibitors, if you do not have your exhibitor number on your back, if you would please place that on there. It would be a lot easier for us here at the desk to keep score. Thank you.
Well, again, another nice class of them here, and maybe just not as many in this particular set of them, but young lady's white doe there. Like a lot of things about her, just in terms of some added ruggedness and stoutness there. That one is the most opened up at the ground, just in terms of her base width. Love her just in terms of rib cage and just how expansive she is there in the middle portion of her body. I think that one is awfully neat. I guess if we could, just maybe would want to freshen her up a little bit just in terms of just her condition up front. But again, thought that one was awfully neat to go ahead and win. Young lady's paint there coming out in 2. Thought that one had a lot of look and just extra added elevation up front. And again, one for me that maybe was just not quite as unique just in terms of some extra ruggedness and stoutness. Don't know that I'm just a guy that totally ties one and that is maybe just extra powerful. Again, thought that the class runner is maybe just a shot more unique from that aspect, though. Young ladies, to me, is one that has got a lot of balance there from the side, maybe just not quite as, I guess, captivating in terms of her look. And then the one in third that we're going to round off on there, again, just in comparison to those directly ahead of her, maybe just not quite opened up enough in terms of just body and maternal capacity there. Again, a nice set of them, though. My compliments to all those kids. Another really nice class.
We're now ready for class number 5, which will be our champion junior percentage doe. We need all first and second place winners from the previous classes at this time, please.
Well, again, here in this particular division, I thought that there was a bunch of quality amongst them there. I guess if you guys would that are around ringside, go ahead and congratulate all the exhibitors that made it into the final day of this particular division. Again, probably for me, it comes down to probably two of them. I felt that there was one that wins for me in this particular set that probably just a little bit better, I guess, just in terms of just her weight distribution and skeletal quality there from the side. And then there's one to follow that's, again, just kind of out there, just in terms of some extra added ESTs, wider, stouter, just some neater things there. For me, again, just the one that wins is probably just a bit better in terms of the skeletal quality. Young lady out of Class 1 will be champion there. Young lady out of the last class go reserve. Congratulations.
Champion dove out of that class was Marissa Gabbard, and reserve champion goes to Megan Gailey. Please keep those ringside for the overall champion drive here in just a little bit. Our next class will be class number 6, Boer does 24 to 36 months. There is one entry.
Again, just a single entry here in this particular class. Young man's got a mature doe there that just love her, I guess, in terms of just her build there from the side, and just maternal quality. One that to me just reads real sound and functional. If you guys would congratulate him in that single entry there.
That was Noah Bruce. She will also be your champion senior percentage doe. We are now ready for overall grand champion Boer doe. So Noah, please stand ringside and bring her back in. And we will also need Megan Gailey and Marissa Gabbard from the junior class.
Well, again, bring them all back out here, I guess, for champion and have our younger ones, and then the young man senior there. Again, probably thought there was just a little bit of sort between them. For me, there's probably just two that I'm most comfortable with, I guess, just in terms of just added skeletal quality and look there from the side. The juniors will be champion reserve in this particular year. Congratulations to them.
Congratulations to Marissa Gabbard and Megan Daly on Grand and Reserve overall does. We are now ready for class number 10, which is homegrown doe class. Please bring those entries into the arena.
Here in the champion county bred or homegrown division here, again, just the class winners from those particular classes will bring back out. I thought that, again, there was a bunch of quality between them there. There's probably one that, for me, was just the next best one, I guess, just in terms of her look and her skeletal quality and build. Young lady in the pink shirt there will go ahead and be the champion out of this division. Congratulations to her.
Next class entering the ring will be class 11, myotonic does.
Couple myotonic does here, and the young ones on my right will be your class winner out of this particular set of them. I thought that one was just that young man was probably just the next just best, I guess, in this particular set, just to kind of tie into in terms of maternal quality and build there. That young man's Lanny, to me, just reads the stoutest and neatest about her skull and her head and neck there. Love her just in terms of some added extra base width there. Like a lot of things about that one to go ahead and win. Young man's in 2. Thought that one there, for me, over the one that will be in 3rd, was probably just a bit better in terms of her foot and bone there. A little smoother, I guess, just in terms of her condition right now. Again, just another nice one there to go ahead and go out in 2. And then our young man's that we'll round off on. For me, like that one just in terms of the color and her silhouette there from the side. To me, we just got to make her a bit smoother and neater about her look. But again, nice class. My compliments to all those guys.
Champion Myotonic Doe will go to Landon Smith, and that trophy is sponsored by Shooter Croaks Farms. We're now ready for class number 12, which will be Myotonic Weather.
Well, again, just a single entry here in the myotonic weather class, but young man's got one that tall, shorter, good-looking, neat hind leg there. Maybe just not quite as smooth, I guess, just in terms of his finish, but again, one that just gives us a neat look there from the side. Congratulations to him. Well, as we bring our champion myotonic female back out here, just trying to pick a champion myotonic overall, thought that they both had some quality between them. For me, I think the young man that showed the doe out of the first class there, just like a lot more things about that one, just in terms of some unique look and characteristics there. She'll be champion. Congratulations to her.
Champion Myotonic goes to Mr. Landon Smith. At this time, we are going to take a short intermission before we start on the market weathers. So if you need a refreshment, support your local concession stand here and take a little break. Anyone who is interested in signing up for showmanship, the showmanship sign-up sheets are up here on the announcer's table, so please stop by and get yourself signed up for that. If you are in class 14, which would be the top 5 rate of gain animals, work those animals up to the makeup area at this time. Rate of gain animals can now start entering the ring. First animal belongs to Daniel Callahan with an average daily gain of .549. Animal number 2 is Francine Wisman with an average daily gain of .509. Animal number 3 is Emily Clem with an average daily gain of .47. Number 4 would be Cassie Callahan with an average daily gain of .45. And number 5 is Keegan Hounce with an average daily gain of .43. Let's give all these members a round of applause, please. At this time, we are ready to start the Market Weather Show. Our first class will be class number 15, which would be underweight wethers, less than 50 pounds. One entry of Percy Dunnigan.
Well, first market animal here, and young man has a lightweight animal there that I think just does some neat things. Neater in terms of his blade and his neck there. Like him in terms of his hind leg mobility there from the side. Love him just in terms of how shallow chested he is there from the side. Wish he was maybe just a nickel stouter there for the young man, but again, really nice single entry there. If you guys would congratulate him.
Our next class entering the arena will be class number 16, lightweight wethers, 50 to 68 pounds. Class 16 lightweight wethers, 50 to 68. We need Regan Whitehead, Ashley Kuhn, Logan Probst, Aislinn Cunningham Kemper, Megan Gailey, Morgan Lawrence, and Liam Patterson to be in the makeup area.
Well, a nice class of market goats here, and young lady closest to me is going to have your class winner out of this particular set of them. Just in terms of just skeletal quality and build there, thought that he was the best one when we stepped off and studied him from the side. And I think when we get our hands on him and just analyze that one, just in terms of some extra rib cage and smoothness and touch there, thought he was just the best in terms of just shape there out of the backside of his shoulder, loin edge, and then still being one of the bigger footed and just neater looking ones, I guess, in here. Again, liked a lot of things about that one there to go ahead and win. One coming out next in two, maybe just probably the next most similar, I guess, to me, just in terms of some added elevation up front there. Maybe just a little bit coarser, I guess, in the way that he's put together in comparison to our class winner there. But like that one, again, just in terms of smoothness and freshness, that one to me is one of the next best ones, I guess, in class, just in terms of just skin and hair. Like that one, good deal there to go ahead and go in two. Young man's, it's going to go ahead and be next here in three. Again, just in terms of feedability and carcass merit there, like that one, just in terms of his finish and moderation there. That one's big in terms of his forearm and foot, and then still feeds with some extra muscle and shape there. Again, just wish we could make him maybe a little bit leveler off each end of his skeleton as it comes and goes. But again, another nice one there to go ahead and go out in three. Young lady that brings the next one, just probably for me, again, in comparison to those that precede him, maybe just not quite as good off either end of his skeleton. Again, one that maybe just comes to us a little bit coarser, I guess, in terms of the way that he uses his hip and hind leg there. One that, for me, if we could just make him a bit better off either end of his skeleton as well, would like just to maybe also freshen him up, I guess, just a little bit. But again, young lady's got a bold, stout, square one there. Let's go ahead and go out next. Young man has got one that will follow that again, like that one in terms of some added elevation. Step right in behind that one. For me, that one's probably just not quite bold and square enough. That one maybe just gets a little flatter in comparison to those directly ahead of him there. But again, another nice project to go ahead and go out next. Young ladies that's gone out after that one. Thought that one was just the next best one, just in terms of smoothness and finish. That one for me, just in terms of touch and muscle and back shape there, probably just preceded the young ladies that will round off on the young ladies that is going to go ahead and round off our class here again. Thought there was some quality in that one there as well. Just got to make that one a bit stouter and square. Again, a nice class of them. My compliments to all those kids.
First place from that class will go to Megan Gailey. Second place to Morgan Lawrence. Third place to Liam Patterson. Fourth place goes to Ashley Kuhn. Fifth is Logan Probst. Sixth is Aislinn Cunningham Kemper. And in seventh place is Reagan Whitehead. We're ready for class number 17, which is middleweight leathers, 71 to 76 pounds.
Well, again, another really nice class of market animals here, and young man brings one that wins and does so, I guess, in my mind, rather quickly in this contemporary group of them. That one just comes together. That's the biggest footed, the stoutest, most rugged maiden there, and in this particular set of them, that's probably still the best looking one there. When you step off and study him from the side, again, I just think that there's a lot of ESTs that you could throw at that one in this particular class to win. Again, my compliments to him on a really nice place to start in this particular set. Go coming out next in two. Thought that was just the next best one, just in terms of some just added foot and bone there when we get our hands on him. That one is probably just a little more expansive about his rib cage. That one to me, again, just as we study him off either end of the skeleton, maybe just reads with a little bit more just length of step there as he gets around and goes. Again, maybe just in comparison to our class winner there, maybe not quite as stout, but again, a nice skeleton one to go ahead and go out next in two. Young ladies, it's going to come out next in three there. I thought that one was a nice project there as well. Smooth just in terms of his finish. Really just, I guess, neat in terms of his look there from the side. For me, that one was maybe just a little bit bolder there at the lower portion of his shoulder. Maybe just a little bit just more closed up, I guess, in terms of his forerib there as we get on top of him and read him from that aspect. Again, a nice one there to go ahead and go out next in three. One that's going to go ahead and come out next, the Cape Shoulder one there in four. I like some things about that one there as well. To me, if we could, just maybe want to make that one just a bit stouter in terms of his hip and stifle shape there from behind. Maybe just want to change him a little bit in terms of feet and passing there. One that for me maybe is just not quite as good in terms of how he gets around the ring on just general feet and leg assembly there. But again, another nice one. Go ahead and go out next. Young man's that comes out that will be our next one here. Again, I think that one's got some good about that one there. Again, slick in terms of his hair, smooth, I guess, just in terms of finish and look there. Again, for me, just maybe too round off either end of his skeleton. Maybe just not quite as unique in terms of his look. And then the young ladies that will round off on tall shoulder, good looking there from the side. Again, maybe just one that just doesn't read to me quite as balanced, I guess, as we study him from just a muscle and angularity standpoint there. But again, another nice one to go ahead and round off on. Congratulations to all those kids.
The results for class number 17, first place goes to Jacob Miller. Second place goes to Sawyer Wisman. Third place, Ellie Shooter. Fourth place goes to Emily Clem. Fifth place goes to Nicholas Wisman. And sixth place goes to Cassie Callahan. Entering the ring at this time is class number 18. Your middleweight weathers 78 to 82 pounds.
Well, again, another really nice class of them here, and the young lady in the black shirt has one to go ahead and lead us off that I thought as we just dug in there and analyzed them, I guess just in terms of, again, just a general build standpoint, to me, that's the one that off either end of his skeleton, and it's probably just the levelest in terms of his hip, neatest in terms of how he's put together up front there. He's not perfect just in terms of the way that he carries the center portion of his back there, but I think when we start analyzing him from a carcass merit standpoint, one that's just a shot more rugged and opened up there underneath, to me, that one just kind of is the place to land on to go ahead and kind of just tie multiple traits there together. To me, kind of just read as the combination animal off either end to go ahead and win. Young ladies in two, I thought that one was awfully neat there as well. Again, one that loved just in terms of some added foot and bone there at the ground, meaner about his mug, just neater looking, I guess, just in terms of some extra length up front. Wish that one in comparison to our class winner was maybe just a bit better in terms of just spread out of the backside of his shoulder there. Maybe just not quite as unique in terms of rib cage. Maybe just not quite as unique in terms of back shape and touch. But again, another nice one there in his own regard to go ahead and go out for two. Young man's coming out here next in three. Again, kind of a similar story there to the one and two. For me, that one probably just wasn't as unique in terms of how it was built up front. For me, maybe just wanted to run downhill just a little bit more in terms of blade angulation there as to step off and steady hand from the side in terms of shoulder. But again, one that read to me from the side just with the next most balance and look there. Just of the ones that remain, I guess that one to me was one that just kind of gave us a shot more eye appeal and attractiveness from the side to go ahead and go out third. Young ladies that go ahead and come out next. Again, I thought that one was one that had some parts and pieces about him there, maybe just came together in a little corset package. Thought when we touched that one was one of the biggest loin edges in this particular class. For me, that one is just probably too off balance in terms of the side profile and just kind of how he comes together at us there. Just a little bit coarser in the way that he's put together. I think if we can smoothen that guy up and just edge him out a little bit, thought that one was a really nice one there as well to go ahead and go out next. Young man's painted up one there that's going to go ahead and be the next one. I thought that one, again, just one for me as we step right in behind him. That one probably just needed a little more punch in terms of the seat of his pants there. Just needed to be just a bit better, I guess, just in terms of just some more shape and just tone and texture there. Again, another nice one in his own regard, though. Young ladies that's going to go ahead and be next. Again, thought that one was had some advantages there as well, just in terms of just smoothness of skin and just presentation. For me, one that, again, just read too general off either end of his skeleton. Wish we could just make him a little bit more attractive about his makeup there. And the young ladies we round off on. Again, probably thought that one was just a good feeding one, just in terms of practicality there. Just got to add some more shape and dimension into him to go ahead and get him up any higher. Again, a nice pair of them there to round off on. My compliments to the entire class.
The results for class number 18, first place goes to Shelby Dawson, second place to Megan Daly, third place William House, fourth place Anna Rosenberger, fifth place Keegan House, sixth place Ava Legge, and in seventh place is Bernadette Wisman. We are now ready for class number 19, middleweight weathers, 83 to 86 pounds.
Well, again, another really nice class of them, and the young lady that's going to win kind of, I guess, just brings one to me that kind of daylights the rest of them, just in terms of somatic ruggedness and just one that to me just appears to be just a bit stouter and just neater, I guess, about the way that his muscle texture is right onto his body there. When we study him up there at the front fold of his skeleton, to me that one's just the best just in terms of somatic elevation, shallow at the portion of his lower portion of his chest there. Again, just really like a lot of things about that one there to go ahead and win. Congratulations to her. One that's going to go ahead and come out next in two. I thought that one was just the next best one, just in terms of levelness and just general build quality. When we get our hands on that one to me appears to be just the next stoutest one, just in terms of how opened up he is there up at the top side of his skeleton. Love him in terms of his body cavity and just kind of the way he progresses there. Again, thought there was a good bit of just positive attributes in him to go ahead and go out next. Young man's that'll be third. I thought that one of the top trio, again, maybe just one that didn't present himself with quite the same kind of look up front, just in terms of some added elevation and just extension there. I thought from that one's first rib back though, that one was really neat, just in terms of some added shape and muscle. For me, we got to freshen him up just a little bit in terms of his skin and hair, but again, another nice one there to go ahead and go out in three. Good job with him. One coming out next in four. Again, a crazy big-footed, stout-skulled one there. For me, the young lady's goat maybe just doesn't balance quite as good when you step off and study him from the side. Just wish he was a little bit neater and trimmer about the way there that he's put together. But again, another really nice one to go ahead and go out next. And then the one that'll follow that one. I thought that, again, as we went on down the line there, three of them that to me just needed to be stoutened up. I wish we could just change them just a little bit, just in terms of some angle things. But this one here was just a bit leveler and just, I guess, better in terms of his hip and hind leg quality. Probably could move him up a little. The young man that's going to be next, I thought he was just maybe a shot too straight off either end of the skeleton there. But again, one that read with some added density and just ruggedness. And then the young man's will round off on. Again, thought that one was probably just the most closed up and I guess just dainty in terms of his build in this particular set of them. But again, a nice class of them. My compliments to those exhibitors all day.
The results of class number 19, first place, Megan Gailey. Second place, Aislinn Cunningham Kemper. Third place, Jack Rosenberger. Fourth place, Francine Wisman. Fifth place, Oliver Wisman. Sixth place, Alex Kuhn. And seventh place, Daniel Callahan. Entering the ring at this time will be class number 20, your heavyweight weathers from 88 to 115 pounds.
Well, last class of market weathers here, and they just kind of keep getting heavier and more mature for me. In this particular set of them, the young man's got one that to me just reads a little bit fresher about his body and the way that he's put together there. Probably just a shot more youthful in terms of the way that he's made up front. Just a bit better in terms of his blade and his neck there than the young ladies that'll be in 2. Thought when we got our hands on that one and just analyzed him in terms of just true spread and shape up high, probably thought he was, again, just a bit better there in terms of freshness to go ahead and win this particular class. Young ladies that'll go ahead and be second. Again, thought that one was just probably the pounds heavy one that to go ahead and come out next. Love that one just in terms of some added shape and power there to go ahead and be in 2. For me, he's probably just a little bit more awkward in terms of the way that he's put together off each end of his skeleton there. But again, another nice one for her to go ahead and go out in second. Goat going out in third. Thought that one there, the kind of ripped up beard one, thought that one came together just the next best for me, just in terms of finish and smoothness there. That one, to me, just read the next best, I guess, just in terms of some carcass merit and some added punch and power right in the center portion of his body. And then the young lady's black coat in 4th there. Again, thought that one in comparison to 1 and 5, just a bit better up front in terms of added elevation and height of shoulder there. Thought that one just kind of came together just a bit better as well, just in terms of top line. Young ladies that'll round our class off there in 5th. Nice goat there as well in his own regard. Smooth and neat just in terms of his finish. To me, he's maybe just a little straighter in terms of his hind leg posture. Got to make him move better off either end of his skeleton there. But again, another nice one in 5. My compliments to all those guys.
The results for class number 20. First place goes to Jacob Miller. Second place goes to Megan Gailey. Third place goes to Christopher McCabe. Fourth place goes to Paisley Sefton. And fifth place goes to Carissa Shooter. At this time, we are ready for class number 21, which will be your champion market kid drive. We will need all first and second place weathers from the previous weather classes.
Well, again, we've got a decent crowd here, so if you guys will, congratulate all the kids that made it into the champion market goat drive. For me, I guess when we bring them back out here and just kind of study them in comparison to each other, I thought that there was probably just the most quality on the front line there with our class winners, and that's taking nothing away from those guys that have ones there in the second row. Just thought for me, as we kind of come down to it and try to study for a champion and reserve there, for me, the champion is one that is just a bit neater in terms of how he's built. I think he's a bit longer from flank to flank. I think he's a bit more up and out, and just in terms of some added elevation and look there from the side. And then I think as we get our hands on him and analyze him there still, just in terms of proportions and balance, I think he's actually still probably the stoutest one, even being just a little bit longer and more rugged off either end. And then the reserve that we'll follow up with, I think is probably just the next most punchiest one, just in terms of his rib cage and touch there. Get right in behind him. That one's still awfully big in terms of his stifle shape. I'll set the mic down and we'll go get you a champion and reserve. Again, if you guys would congratulate all these exhibitors, they're doing a great job.
The grand champion market weather goes to Megan Gailey, and the reserve champion goes to Mr. Jacob Miller. Give those guys a round of applause. Once again, if you're interested in participating in showmanship, the sign-up sheet is up here at the announcer's table. Please come up and sign up at this time, or whenever you get a break or a chance. We will be starting in here momentarily. Okay, before we do showmanship, we are going to do the homegrown class number 22. So these are homegrown wethers that the kids have raised at their own farm.
Well, again, in our homegrown class here in the Market Goat Show, I thought that all three of the entries in this particular set all had some quality there about them. I guess for me, there's probably just one that aligns a little more similarly, I guess, with what I would be trying to create. Young lady in the black shirt there will be champion in this particular division. Congratulations to her. The grand champion homegrown market weather goes to Morgan Lawrence.
At this time, we are ready for rookie showmanship. We need Francine Wisman, Sawyer Wisman, and Percy Dunnigan, please.
Well, starting with our youngest division, the showmen here in the rookie division. Three showmen that obviously, they're still working on their craft here, but all of them are doing a really nice job. I believe just only have to pick one out of this particular deal. Is that right? Yep, just need a champion.
One out of there. You want one or reserve? What do we get? Two.
So again, thought that there was one that kind of led off, and then get to pick a second place exhibitor here for reserve. But again, if you guys would congratulate these rookie showmen, I'll go get you a champion and then call it up for the reserve.
Champion rookie showman this year is Percy Dunnigan, and reserve will be Francine Wisman. We're now ready for our junior showman to enter the show ring. We need Keegan House, Paisley Sefton, and Anna Rosenberger.
Well, again, just two of them here in the juniors, but I thought each of them are doing a great job. I thought that for me, the showmanship winner in this particular group that we're going to land on is probably just a little bit more polished and refined about their skills there. And then one that will follow up that, again, is doing a great job leading that one around the ring. Just need to be a little bit better in terms of setting feet and legs. Young man will be champion, young lady will be reserved. Congratulations to them.
Winner of your junior division showmanship goes to Mr. Keegan House, and the reserve goes to Paisley Second. Our next class will be the intermediate division showmanship. We need William House, Ashley Kuhn, Jack Rosenberger, Oliver Wisman, Landon Smith, Ava Legge, and Aislinn Cunningham.
Well, again, here in our intermediate showmanship, again, I thought that everybody was doing a great job. Maybe just some things as the showmen continue to get older here. I just encourage you to maybe just work on just the little things, feet placement, getting a good stick and drive out of those particular animals. I thought as far as all that goes, there was one individual in here that just kind of, just for me, just did the best job in terms of leading his goat around, getting a good stick on that one there from the side, and always giving us a really nice view there from the profile. Then thought there was another individual that followed him that did a great job there as well with his particular goat. If you guys would congratulate all of them, I'll go select the champion and then a reserve.
Champion Intermediate Showman goes to Jack Rosenberger, and the reserve will go to Mr. Landon Smith. Give them guys a round of applause. Our final division here on the showmanship will be the senior showmanship, and then we got the all 4-H. Okay.
Well, again, here, a senior showmanship drive that thought that there was, again, a bunch of quality in this particular division. Obviously, this is the oldest set of kids out here for the GOAT project, and I thought that there were several of them throughout that did a very, very nice job, just in terms of always giving me a good look and angle of their animal, and then always just kind of knowing where I was and facilitating themselves to where they could make sure, that depending upon where I was in the ring, I could get a good look of them. Thought it probably came down to 2 or 3 of them in my mind. I think the one that wins is probably just a bit more advanced, I guess, just in terms of ring awareness and figuring out where they need to be in comparison to where I'm at. and then one that files up for reserve that thought I always got a good handle and stick out of that particular goat. Maybe just not quite as refined in terms of just the little things moving around their animal as our champion is. Again, another really nice set of showmen. If you guys would congratulate them, I'll put the mic down, go get your champion.
The champion senior Boer goat showman goes to Miss Megan Gailey, and the reserve champion goes to Mr. Jacob Miller. So our final class of the Boer Goat Show here today will be the all 4-H showmanship. And what I am told is these kids here have not showed a goat before and they want to give it a whirl. So let's see what happens.
Good job, guys.
Well, a class of showmen that I guess are not involved with the project, but are eligible to come out here and compete in this particular division with a friend's goat or what have you. Again, I thought that there was a couple of them in here that actually came out and showed in some of the previous drives and helped some of their friends out. Thought that there was one that maybe just did a little bit better job, and a couple others. Young lady in the pink will be your champion in this division. Congratulations to her.
The winner of the all 4-H showmanship was Rosalie Bear, and that concludes today's Boer Goat Show.
Oh, I mean, whatever. Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
What do you got?
of
What's
course
around here?
There's food here.
Yeah, of course, of course.
However, if you want to get off the fairgrounds,
Sure.
there's all kinds of food. There's all kinds of fast food.
Okay.
So there's a Burger King. If you turn left as you go out of 50 here, there's a Burger King down there.
Yep.
There's a La Rosa's Pizza. If you go, there's past where 275 comes in. Just go straight. There's a La Rosa's Pizza. I think there's a wing place.
Sure.
If that's not really your fancy, if you go right, I mean, well, there's a McDonald's and a Taco Bell down here too. Dunkin' Donuts too. But if you go the other way, you're going to find McDonald's and Wendy's and Steak and Shake, and there's a place called Frisch's,
Okay.
which is kind of like, I don't know where it's in the other part, but it's like a family restaurant.
Okay.
So you're going to get different type of food.
Sure.
Downtown, if you like pizza, there's a really good place downtown called Strong's.
Okay.
So if you go, turn right, and then when you get to the intersection, there is a church and a school. Turn left, go all the way to the end, and Strong's is on the corner there.
Okay.
And it's got good.
Okay.
And it's got other stuff too.
Okay. Sure.
But there's plenty around here for you.
Okay. Yeah. No, sounds good. So you just need me back here at 7, right?
A little before 7 would
yeah,
be great.
perfect.
Yes, so just go cool off, chill out.
Okay.
And if you do want to come back early, you're welcome to come in and sit in my 4-H office in that little building right there.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. I'll
Perfect.
plan on being back here a little before 7.
Thank
then.
you.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Thank you.